Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for February 7th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This pair moved to the upside. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 77.21, possibly down to 76.27. Look for some resistance around 77.00 and look for some support around 76.50. Now the Euro-USD pair, this pair surged to the upside, closed higher, is moving higher. We're looking for it to go as possibly as high as 134.22, possibly down to, on a reversal, 130.06. Look for some resistance around 132.75 and look for some support around 130.25. Pound US dollar pair, it surged to the upside, closed higher, still moving up. Look for it to potentially go as high as 160.21, possibly down to 157.18. Look for some resistance around 159.25 and look for some support around 157.75. Now the US Swiss, this pair closed lower, broke previous lows, but basically closed 1 pip above the lowest low during this area. Look for this pair to potentially go as high as 0.9285, possibly as low as 0.9000. Look for some resistance around 0.9205 and look for some support around 0.9105. Now, as far as news announcements go, we have the Chinese releasing their producer price index for January. The consensus on that is that it has moved lower from 1.7% down to 0.7%. We're seeing that being released at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time the Chinese releasing their consumer price index for January, showing a slight drop there as well as far as the consensus from 4.1% down to 4.0%. Now, as far as what I'm looking at during this next session, we have the US Swiss. As we talked about a little bit earlier, it did break the low of this little bit of sideways action, but closed 1 pip above the probably 4 sessions previous low. So what are we looking at? Let me zoom in. From that, you know, what are we looking to gain from that? Basically looking for the low to be taken out. And if we go over to the Euro-USD pair, you can see it broke its highs already, closed above them, and it did that by several pips, roughly about 30 or so, 31 pips. Now the Euro-USD and the US Swiss are correlated, highly correlated negatively, meaning they're mirror images to a large degree. Since we had a lower low break down, or the Euro-USD move higher and close above its highs, we should see the US Swiss do the same. It did not do the same. It did have a strong move, but not quite as much. So basically what we're looking for is a break below 0.9105 and looking for it to come on down. Now, where can we potentially look for it to come down to? Well, we have a strong area of resistance, support, support, resistance, support that we can look for it to come down to. And that's down to the 0.8925 mark or 23 mark. So basically looking to grab about 184 pips. If you want to put your stop loss right above this high at 158, you'd be a little bit better than 1-to-1 on that one and still looking for it to move lower. Well, I hope that helps, and until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.